Hey everybody, this is John. I'm starting this vlog just to record my adventures of moving to Southeast Asia. More for myself and friends and family to watch, but if anyone else is interested, feel free to watch. So yeah, I decided to leave Canada for a while. I'm heading to Southeast Asia. I traveled there last year on the suggestion of a friend who said at the time, "You're going to come back and sell all your stuff and move there." And I thought, no way, never going to happen. That's not me. And guess what? House is sold and I'm going. I'm not going with blinders on. I know vacation is a lot different than life and living every day. But I left a 25-year career, was looking for something new and realized I couldn't afford to have these adventures and pay my mortgage and not work. So the only option for me was selling and trying this out. Good thing is I've invested some money so that hopefully I can come back. If I come back to Canada, I can start not completely afresh. I've began again many times in my life. We moved a lot as children, and I've moved a lot as an adult, and finally settled somewhere for 20 years, but got complacent, and now it's time to try something new. So bear with me. I'm new to this whole video stuff and technology. But yeah, many reasons why I'm leaving Canada. Here's a few not so serious ones. First, 40 centimeters of snow overnight. You just get dug out from a big snowstorm. City comes and plows you back in. Nosy neighbors looking in my windows. Pedestrians just crossing wherever they want and hanging out in the street. All right, on a more serious note, I just came back from traveling and realized I had to go back to work full time, making not a lot of money if I didn't want a lot of responsibility and stress, which was the main reason I left my career in the beginning. And yeah, I could work full time, barely get by. So I figured, let's try this, see where it ends up. I hear a lot of positives and negatives from all the YouTube stuff I watch and research I've done, but luckily I've had the opportunity to chill out and relax for a bit before I go. Almost too long. I get into my own head and started wondering if I made right choices, but I think it's just because I'm bored waiting to go. I only have another week to go. I had some commitments in Ontario, and I had a couple health issues I had to clear up before traveling, so I'm all cleared up. Appointment is this week for my commitment I had, and then I'm off. So I'm sure there's lots of other reasons, but I'll work on it, get back to you. Yeah, so bear with me while I learn this procedure of recording, editing, all that stuff. I'm sure there's going to be a big learning curve on my part. I'm not the most technologically savvy guy. I've always been more of a hands-on, work with my hands kind of guy. But, I like learning new stuff too, so far so good. If you want to follow my channel, hopefully I'll be posting fairly regularly once I land, heading to Bangkok and Thailand for about a month to travel around and see things I haven't seen before. I missed the last time I was there, and then the plan is to eventually end up in Cambodia just for the ease of retirement visa for myself. And yeah, I'm just going to play it by ear and see where the world takes me. Thanks for following along if you are. So yeah, I guess I could touch a bit on why I left my job after 20 plus years. Just stressed out, I guess, and life change. I worked retail for 20 plus years as management, ran a small business, really enjoyed it until, the pandemic hit and everything changed. Spent a few years working every day through that still, all the rules and everything. I won't go into it. Everyone's got their opinion about that, but people changed afterwards. That was the biggest thing for me. People became very self-centered and angry, and that was difficult. So a couple years ago I decided it was time, and it took a couple of years to end the process and close the business and whatnot. But yeah, and just the way that the world's working these days, it was tough to find employees that made it easy. I had some really great ones. I got lucky, but when you were short, you were really short. And just the stress of dealing with people as times change. I grew up in the world of suck it up and get it done. It's hard for me to adapt to people with more needs than I had, I guess. So yeah, just mostly stress and life and time for something new. Yeah, so 10 more days, I fly to Bangkok finally. It's been a long haul. Lots of time of just waiting, but I'm happy to be going. If you'd like to follow along, please do so. The more people that join me on these adventures, the more likely I am to keep videotaping it. Hopefully this hasn't been too boring for you or too much talk. Anyway, peace out. Stay groovy, people. So walking away from the house for the last time. Mixed emotions. I guess I'm heading on start of my nomad journey. Got a backpack on and I'm walking. All right, thanks.